Alright everyone, welcome back to some more of The Great Ace Attorney 2. If you notice the background's a little different, it's because I decided to try something a little new, if anything, because I've been showing you the same Great Ace Attorney 2 menu for a while, and I'm like, alright, let's go with Courtney Sit's laboratory, if anything. But yeah guys, we're continuing on from where we last left off, and we're gonna see it through, and hopefully you all enjoy what you see. So with that said, let's keep it going. Alright guys, and we are back. So I think we already spoke with Courtney already, and we're gonna have to move on. I believe we should go to experimentation stage. "23rd of October, the Great Exhibition Grounds, foot of the Crystal Tower." I had no idea there were so many people in the world. I know what you mean. It's really packed here today. It feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds at this point. Has it? I shut my brain down so I didn't really notice, to be honest. Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes, Mr. Naruhodo. There you are. I had a feeling you lot would show your mugs before long. Oh, Inspector Gregson. I see you're hard at work as usual. Warm greetings to you. I do hope you've been keeping well since last we met. What's with all the ceremony? We just saw each other in the court this morning. Not you, Sunshine. The gentlewoman so loyally at your side. Oh. Why, thank you, Inspector. How good of you to notice. He might be a bit rough around the edges, but he's still a proper English gentleman at heart, I suppose. As you probably guessed, we were hoping to investigate the scene some more. Right, well, that's the young trainee's domain. Oi, get over here, Gina. No, she's playing with a dog, so... She seems to be busy playing with a puppy, probably giving it a traditional East End training. Gina? She's a police officer now? Amazing, isn't it? She's a good kid, actually. Heart's in the right place anyway. She's got the detection bug, if you ask me. Yep, I think she'll follow my footsteps nicely. What do you mean? I'm being transferred. It's time for me to say toodaloo to London. Oh no, really? That's a bit sudden, isn't it? I had no idea. Where are you going to be posted then? We'll come to see how you're getting along. Not likely, but you're welcome to try. If you don't mind a trip to France, that is. To France? I'll be working in the Paris Police Prefecture. Should be right up my alley. But France? It's an entirely different country. I don't understand. What would you be sent there? That's the way the adult world works, Sunshine. Now don't go poking your nose in where it's not wanted. I'm intending to take the kid with me when I go. What? You're taking Gina to Paris? Well, I can't leave her here in London. Who knows what would become of her? I suppose he's worried she'd slip back into slipping her hands into people's pockets and purses. I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruhodo. I think he's worried about the Reaper. Oh, of course. So that's playing on Inspector Gregson's mind too, is it? Anyway, I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina, so don't go blabbing, you hear me? No, of course not. We gotta keep that diving diva safe and sound until all this is over at least. Oi, did you just call me a bloomin' diva again? So you heard that, did ya? Right, well, any questions about the scene, you can put them to my capable detective diva here. Alright, you're the boss. Inspector Lestrade's in charge here now. I suppose I better keep my word and not mention anything about Paris. So, Gina, you got a new dog, have you? Isn't he great? Toby's his name. Oh wow, delightful! He's absolutely adorable! Yes, the dog does seem lovely. But it's the not-so-lovely Inspector Gregson that's playing on my mind, to be honest. Alright, let's converse. Wait, what the? Gina. We were actually hoping that we could investigate the scene again. Yeah, alright. It's around here. You can do what you like. Oh, that's alright, is it? I'm gonna be playing with me new friend here. Ah, yes, Toby. The machine that exploded must be at the top of those stairs, I presume. I haven't actually seen it yet, so if you don't mind... Sorry, you can't go up there, Suze. Oh! It's like I told Otto yesterday, even I ain't allowed near the rack. What's it called again? The reason we ain't supposed to touch it? The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? Is that what you're thinking of? That's the one. That's why only them lot are allowed to investigate it. What are they called again? The forensic something? The Forensic Investigation Team? Is that what you were thinking of? That's the one, yeah! But isn't it the case that a special dispensation has been lifted? I think so. I don't really get it, to be truthful with ya. You're still supposed to get permission from some bigwig or other, as far as I know. What was his name again? Lord Strange something? I'm not sure that's quite right, Gina. I think you mean Lord Strongheart, perhaps. That's the one, yeah. Apparently he's always watching the time or something. Actually, we've just recently been to see Lord Strongheart. Eh, you what? You met? Last time the boss was called to go and see him, he waited for 3 hours at the Cove's office and came back sniveling. Tragic. Well, Lord Strongheart has given us permission to examine the scene as long as we touch nothing. Oh yeah? Honestly. Alright then, go ahead. But if it turns out you're lying, it'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip again in his life. So, you're still saying all of this is above you? Above board, are ya? I'm sure everything will be fine. That really would be tragic. Alright then, them's the stairs. Off you go. Oh, thank you, Gina. Alright, to this trial. It was great, weren't it? I had a laugh. I had a right laugh. It was a new one on me, that. You know, being in court and not spending the whole time worrying I'm about to be found out. You did keep an awful lot of secrets in your previous court appearances, didn't you? Yeah, and Otto's made things hard for me every single time and all. Just doing my job, Gina. But watching someone else get in the neck is a lot of fun, actually. It was amazing when you showed that Dodgy Professor's dodgy experiment was a total fix. The Dodgy Professor, as you put it, Gina, is Mr. Naruhodo's Kai. Yes, I'm starting to wish he wasn't, though. It's the boss I feel sorry for, sent out to do the impossible. What do you mean? He's supposed to arrest that other cub, ain't he? And in time for tomorrow and all. You know, the dodgy engineer, what's his name again? Mr. Drebber? You mean Enoch Drebber? That's the one, yeah. So the police are looking for this mysterious man with the black monocle. I guess they would be. It's putting too much on the boss if you ask me. He says it's giving him a gut ache. Oh dear. But I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food. Ah, the whereabouts. So Scotland Yard are trying to track down Mr. Enoch Drebber. I wonder if they had any luck. He's really funny looking. Got 2 eyes but don't match. Stole a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I mean, I didn't actually pinch it or nothing. The old devil's got it. Sorry? Who? You know, that Scotland Reaper, what's always glugging down glasses of that blood red plunk. I said poink. Ah, Lord Van Zeeks. He's always at it in for me, that cove. Don't know what's always scowling about mine. Probably would have been a pretty good boss as it goes. She'd rather be the Reaper's apprentice than a detective's trainee? The way I see it, if the choice is between chip guzzling detective and a chalice glugging demigod, you're equally badly off with both. I suppose you're right. I hadn't thought of it like that. Glad we put that one to bed. Anyway, the point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding the fishy engineer. But there don't seem to be no clues to go on, so they're stuck. There's nothing that can lead us to Drebber at all. Toby the dog. Where did you find that little mutt then, Gina? Oh wait! Don't be so flaming rude, Otto. Slight overreaction, don't you think? He ain't no mud, alright? Toby's... how did they put it? Oh yeah, a bona fide detective. Sorry? I've given him a proper title and everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you. More senior than Inspector Gregson, is he? Ooh, so he's a police dog, is he? The police recruit dogs now? I've heard that they're already being used officially in Germany as a part of their city policing. They're used for chasing criminals and such like. They have such a wonderful sense of smell after all. I have a fairly good sense of smell myself as it happens. I can tell undergarments that have been freshly laundered from the undergarments that haven't. That's nothing compared to this little fella, Otto. Oh, really? According to what the boss said, once Toby hears a guy good whiff of your drawers, is it underwear, you could chase that scent to the other side of the world. What? To the other side of the world? You mean he can swim? Mr. Naruhodo, I think you may have missed the point by rather a wide margin. I just can't believe this little dog has such an incredible skill. I'm telling you, Otto, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their bit for the police in the future. Yes, I agree. Right? One of these days, they'll be barking orders at us lot, not the other way around. Oh dear. Sorry, Gina, I don't think I agree with your vision quite that much. Well, anyway, whatever you think about that Toby here is Britain's first police dog. That what is always getting me. Every time. It's ruining my, it's always messing up my, my reading the dialogue. I found I'm down the East End the other day. Someone had just chucked him out on the street. There you go. I knew she lifted him from somewhere. Oh, Gina, you're such a kind-hearted soul, aren't you? To children and to animals. Okay, we're good on that. Let's look around. Can we, oh, right, we can go up here. I was wondering. What a shame that the symbolic landmark of the Great Exhibition has been damaged like that. Yes, unfortunately the birdcage crashed in the most prominent position possible. It's the gods giving us a warning if you ask me. Man must travel under his own steam and not cut corners with instantaneous kinesis. But imagine what might have happened if the birdcage had landed in a slightly different location. Hold on a second, I missed that one. The death toll could have been far worse. So I think perhaps it was a blessing in disguise. Well, the gods are benevolent, obviously. I did say it was just a warning. Man must travel under his own steam, or next time birdcages will rain down on all of you. Your faith is much stronger than I realized. Well, how do you think I passed the entrance exam for Yume University? It wasn't by studying alone. Okay, anything else to check out here? No? Oh, yeah, let's look around. There's a look around here. Hold on. No. Oh, that's it? That's the only look around? Ah, the Crystal Tower. I can't believe I'm seeing it at such close proximity with my own eyes. You've really been looking forward to the great exhibition, haven't you, Mr. Sato? Oh yes, when I found out that I had to return to Japan, I'm afraid I cursed my luck. But here you are, back in London, gazing up at the magnificent tower. I know. Perhaps I was wrong to curse my luck so harshly. These stairs lead up to the experimentation stage. Let's go see what we can find out. (23rd of October), the Great Exhibition Grounds experimentation stage. Oh my, so this is the machine. That was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place? Yes, that's right. Or rather, it was the machine. It's a little worse for wear at the moment. What extraordinary lengths Professor Harebrained went to in order to obtain the research grant. No. The professor was strict as well. He didn't know anything about it. Yes, of course. It is amazing though, isn't it? The scale of the whole affair is so very British. You're right about that. You never see such a grand deception in Japan, that's for sure. Oh look, is that... Lord Van Zeeks? So, I think we're more or less done here, aren't we? Shall we, Mr. Sato? Already? He is the Reaper, remember? We'll do well to keep our distance, I think. But we have permission to be here from the top. We're perfectly well allowed to investigate this machine as long as we don't touch anything. From the top? Do you mean Lord Strongheart? Exactly. So we can stay here and stare at this wreckage for as long as we like. She could have been at the center of the explosion here and it wouldn't have bent her steel will. Okay, well, talk to our friend it is. Least approachable man, the world winner, 10 years in a row. Be strong, Mr. Naruhodo. Your country and your assistants stand firm behind you. Lord Van Zeeks. What? Well... Beautiful weather we're having, isn't it? I thought I was making it quite clear that I didn't want to be disturbed. Apparently, you Nipponese are unequipped to read the signs. Oh, I read them. So, what are you doing here? Entry to this area is prohibited. Well, the thing is... Lord Chief Justice Strongheart granted us permission to investigate, on the condition that we didn't disturb anything. And yet you've managed to disturb me. Never mind. State your business then. Come to think of it, there are quite a few things I'd like to ask Lord Van Zeeks about. Not least of which is that awful case, even though it's nothing to do with this. Ask away, Mr. Naruhodo. You won't know unless you try. Your brother, Clint. So, Clint. What's the name of your older brother, I understand, Lord Van Zeeks? You Nipponese. I always have to be on guard whenever you're around. So, you've been investigating me, have you? Oh, no, it's not like that. Well, alright, it's a bit like that. My older brother was also a prosecutor. He was the pride of the Van Zeeks family. But tragically, a vicious killer took him from us. The professor, you mean? Is something funny? That's the extent of what you've discovered, is it? I shouldn't be surprised. Sorry? There's more to it then? Lackluster work is very much your trademark, isn't it? You're too kind. Are you going to tar all Nipponese with the same brush next? So tell me, what's your interest in that historic incident? As it happens, Lord Van Zeeks, there's a rather curious case that comes to our attention. Are you aware of the Madame Tussville's Museum of Waxwork by any chance? I am, naturally. I believe that since last month I feature in one of the displays there, for public scorn. Of course the infamous Reaper of the Bailey would have to be exhibited, wouldn't he? Well, a particular waxwork has been stolen from the place and held for ransom. A particular waxwork? Which? Wait, you mean... Yes, it's the professor. Mr. Sholmes is investigating the case as we speak. I was unaware of that. He's turned as white as a sheet. Alright, Enoch Drebber. Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber, already? Surely that goes without saying. We're very keen to see him found as well. The trouble is, we don't have much to go on aside from the description of the man we heard in court earlier. Which, according to Professor Harebrained, was of a tall, thin gentleman who was straight, white hair, and wears a black monocle. So, I was just wondering, I mean, I realize it's probably not possible, but, we'd very much appreciate any more clues you can give us. Wow, Susato-san really knows how to take the bull by the horns. Fine. Why not? The lag, man. I have a photograph of the man here from an investigation 10 years ago. Oh, so that's what he looks like. Though it appears he already had the black monocle at the time. What? Oh, no, nothing. I was just surprised that you shared that with us. We all need the man's testimony in court tomorrow, which means we have to do everything we possibly can to track him down in the short time available. So why wouldn't I show you the photograph? What is it about Lord Van Zeeks? Sometimes I just can't work with him. I can't work him out at all. Alright, got it. Ah, the file I requested for the trial tomorrow. Thank you. Are you alright? Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo? Lord Van Zeek's apprentice, apparently. So I'm not the only one. Susato-san can see it too. Lord Van Zeeks? May we speak with your apprentice for a moment? With him? Why? Kazuma-sama! Yep, I knew it. Kazuma? I don't believe it. Your posture, your presence. It can only be, it's you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama? I felt something strange the very first time I encountered this cloaked figure. As if I knew him somehow. Can it really be you, Kazuma? Wait! Too late. What's going on here? What is your interest in my apprentice exactly? You act as if you know the man or something. Well, since when has he been in your care? I don't recall you having an apprentice before I left Britain 6 months ago. Oh, let's go with it. Lord Strongheart introduced him to me about 3 months ago now. I missed out again. Missed it. With instructions to mentor him as a prosecutor. But he didn't tell you why, did he? The man appears to be suffering from amnesia. He's forgotten every last detail about himself. He has amnesia? Tomorrow he will appear in court at my side. What? He's to serve as my judicial assistant on Lord Strongheart's orders. He'll be in court with us? Now then, unless I'm much mistaken, I believe this conversation has run its course. Oh, yes. Thank you. I definitely saw a reaction there. When Chisato-san called out like that, it really seemed to hit a nerve. When she called out Kazuma-sama. Okay, we're good there. Let's examine. How about the machine itself? What a terrible explosion it must have been. Even the steel girders have buckled and twisted in the blast. And what they called the birdcage was right in the middle of it all, just here. But look, Mr. Naruhodo, the metal grill on the floor. Looks as though it's designed to open. It does, doesn't it? If the floor had opened at the precise moment the explosion occurred, the birdcage could have dropped through and disappeared from sight. I don't think there's any doubt that this was a very elaborate hoax, is there? Interesting. Look at that horn-shaped transmitting device, isn't it amazing? That's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. It makes you think, doesn't it? If only it had been just a normal horn, none of this would have happened. That's almost exactly what I thought as well. I bet I can predict what you're going to say next in that case. You're about to say, nothing ever goes to plan, aren't you? Oh no, I would never say something like that. Well, you were close. Okay, can we, head downstairs? Okay, I think we're good here. Let's check this, and... This wasn't here yesterday. Really? But if I'm not mistaken, it's the cage in which the victim was standing before he was apparently beamed through the air. That's right, the birdcage. According to what Professor Harebrain said in court, it's made of wood. Or more precisely, Japanese cypress, I think. And despite having been an explosion and falling from a great height, it's relatively unharmed. What a wonderfully durable construction, wouldn't you say, Mr. Naruhodo? I'd understood that the forensic investigation team had taken it away yesterday to examine it. I suppose they must have brought it back here when they'd finished their work. But sadly, not with the body inside it. No, that's right. I know we were given strict instructions not to touch anything, but still. This is too important a piece of evidence to overlook. We might need it for the trial. You already met that masked man, hadn't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, yesterday in fact, at Lord Van Zeek's office. I see. And if Kazuma-sama really is still alive, it means that Mr. Sholmes lied to us. I know. We're going to need to speak to him about that. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to leave now. The forensic investigation team are due to arrive shortly. If they find you here, it will cause problems. What sort of problems? Foreign affairs problems. Well, we could do without that. Alright, we'll be on our way. Let's go, Mr. Sato. Of course. And Gina. Gina. We were actually hoping that we could investigate the scene again. Yeah, alright. If it's around here, you can do what you like. Oh, that's alright, is it? I'm gonna be playing with my new friend here. Ah, yes, Toby. Apparently we can't look around the stage now because the forensic investigation team are at work. Can't you do anything, Gina, in your capacity as Inspector Lestrade? Look, I'd like to help you out. But I'm just a trainee, ain't I? Ain't nothing I can do. When it suits you, yes. Alright. I think we're good there. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When you come back, or when we come back, we're gonna start visiting the prison. So, thank you all for watching, and until the next one.